What is up, you guys? It is Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Today's actually going to be a bit of a, not different video, but I'm going to be talking about a rumor. I usually stay away from the rumors and the leaks, mostly because there's always just an ounce of this might not be true, so I just usually don't like talking about it, but today's case is just a little bit more interesting, and it's about a Super Mario Odyssey sequel. So this is going to be a really interesting discussion, and yeah, so if you enjoy Nintendo content, definitely hit the subscribe button, and of course the like button, all that stuff down below, and definitely check out my video from yesterday, which is a Paper Mario Let's Play that I'm starting. I am playing the original Paper Mario game for the very first time, so if you want to watch that, definitely head to the channel and give that a watch through. I'm going to be steadily releasing more parts of the series for you guys to watch and enjoy. And also stay tuned, I've asked my buddy Chris for some input on this matter, and that will be coming up later in the video as well. So without any further ado, let's get started talking about this leak and why it actually might have some weight to it. This is just a general reminder that no Mario Odyssey 2 news or information has actually been properly announced by Nintendo. There has been nothing to actually suggest that. This is based on a leak from actually a couple years ago. So the story is that someone on 4chan back in 2019 leaked Mario Odyssey 2 concepts that were given to them in some sort of press event or something of the sort. I will leave a link to this information down in the description down below, by the way. But the whole reason that people are actually looking at this now in 2021 is because there is a whole other part of the leak besides Mario Odyssey. There is a whole thing about a new Sonic game. Now, I won't go too much into the details of this Sonic game. It basically describes what Sonic Frontiers is. One example I'll give is that the concepts in the slides that we see here that were leaked back in 2019 refer to the area that you'll be playing in as Starfall Island. Well, apparently in Sonic Frontiers that's coming out next year, that just got announced this year, the island that you'll be going to is called Starfall Island. And that means that that was true. This leak is true. This is where I like to draw the line with leaks and rumors. This is a leak. Something that's been leaked out, photos of something that actually comes true. This is a proper leak. Not like what someone posts on 4chan, just like a little paragraph about something, my uncle found out about Nintendo. This is a proper leak. So that goes and begs the question about Mario Odyssey 2. Because of the fact that this Sonic stuff ended up being true, now there's a lot of people thinking, well, I wonder if this Mario Odyssey 2 stuff is true. And honestly, usually I don't jump on board with all these leaks, but I am at least a little bit convinced with this one. Obviously, if this Sonic stuff is true, this Mario Odyssey stuff can be true as well. But anyways, now I'm going to show you the leaked Mario Odyssey 2 information, and we're going to go over it together. As you can see, some of it's a little bit cut off. You can't really see all of it. But nonetheless, we're going to read through it as best as we can. It says Super Mario Odyssey 2, action-adventure, 1 to 2 players, local and online co-op. And in parentheses, it's called The Second Act. So this seems like, from this title, that it's going to be a direct sequel to Super Mario Odyssey, which is really, really interesting. It goes on to say, explore even more bizarre and beautiful landscapes as you discover, capture, and control new enemies. Join forces with new and old familiar faces as you battle against Bowser and his local Goombas. Honestly, this part is a little bit weird to me just because there seems to be some mistakes here. I wonder what the loyal Goombas are. I don't know if it means to say like goons or Goombas. I'm not sure. And the part where it says with new and old familiar faces, that's kind of an oxymoron, I think, like, new familiar faces, I'm guessing we're supposed to say new and familiar faces with new faces and familiar faces. That must be a weird grammatical thing, but that does also kind of make me question the legitimacy of this. Like, yes, the Sonic stuff was confirmed, but just the grammar in it just sounds a little bit weird. But maybe if this isn't from, the United States, or if this is somewhere, just a different country, I can understand why the English might be a little bit weird. But let's continue. So this bottom stuff is kind of cut off a bit, but I'll try my best to fill in the blanks. Mario and Cappy head off on another adventure, but this time Luigi is along for the ride, and Cappy's best friend Bowler has also decided to join the party. So I'm guessing that Bowler is going to be whatever Luigi's hat is. You know, because obviously Mario and Luigi are going to be playable in this, it seems. So having another hat that can capture, be for Luigi, that makes sense. But a bowler hat is an actual kind of hat, and it doesn't really match Luigi's hat, but nonetheless, it's still a really interesting thought, and I'd be interested to see what they do with this. And I wonder if, you know, if you want to play single player, if you could choose to play as either Mario or Luigi, or if you have to play as Mario, and then the second player will end up inevitably playing as Luigi. Interesting things to think about there. Playing with a friend is even more fun with new interactions between Cappy, something, creature, or enemies that you can capture and control. Again, the English here is a little bit funky. I'm guessing I meant enemies you could capture and control. But I'd be really interested to see what new and familiar faces got me doing it now, we'll get. Because we saw quite a few Mario enemies in the original. I think Shy Guys might have been omitted. Could you capture Boos? And I don't think Boos were in the actual Mario Odyssey. So maybe more, you know, familiar villains will show up. Maybe we'll see more original style villains, which will be awesome. So yeah, let's continue. Take off on the newly remolded Odyssey to explore new corners of the universe. Something, paint to customize and upgrade your Odyssey as you progress. So you're getting the Odyssey back, and I don't know if it means remodeled or if it means remolded. Because, I mean, either way, it must have changed somehow. It might look different, but you can also customize it, which I think is pretty cool. Maybe you can change the colors. You can add little decorations to it. That's actually really, really cool. That, like, everyone can have their own customized Odyssey. Kind of a cool little detail. I like that. Next up, it says, Cappy isn't the only sidekick that'll help you along your quest. Yoshi and other people will also join your party. So Yoshi coming to Super Mario Odyssey 2 would be awesome, because we didn't really get Yoshi in Odyssey 1. In fact, I don't think we got him at all, actually, so it'll be really cool to see Yoshi come back. Almost like what they did with kind of like Galaxy 2. Galaxy 2 added Yoshi. And, yeah, that'd be really, really cool to see Yoshi added in here. 20 distinct locations are filled with hundreds of new puzzles, creatures, enemies, and more. I don't remember exactly how many kingdoms we got in Mario Odyssey 1. I want to say it was probably between 10 to 12. I personally don't remember. Again, let me know down in the comments down below. But having 20 new locations, all of them hopefully being unique and interesting, is really, really cool. I do hope there's a little bit more to the worlds, though, because as you're about to see here, actually, I'll read this point now. Hundreds of new side quests that offer up over 100 hours worth of additional gameplay, I'm assuming that's going to say. Like, I liked Mario Odyssey a lot, but my problem with it was that the side quests just felt kind of samey, and I just felt no real incentive or no real reason to go out and collect all the other moons. So I really hope that they actually do something here that's a little bit different. I want them to make the side quests feel more meaningful, be more fun, be less repetitive, and all that kind of stuff. So those are all the details we know. Now keep in mind as well, these are concepts. So concepts can always change. We see concept art of games and things that they scrap and things that they change. And if Mario Odyssey 2 is real, and this is a real concept guide for the game still could be very different than what we're seeing here. We could get no Yoshi, Luigi could not be a playable character. This could all be completely different because concepts change. So keep that in mind if Nintendo announced the game and it's nothing like we hear here. Here, nothing like we see here, you know what I mean. Also, another thing to consider, just because this rumor is popping up now, this game might not come out in 2022. People might be thinking, oh, we're hearing about Mario Odyssey 2 a lot now, it could come out next year. This rumor's from 2 years ago, you know, so people could have said that 2 years ago when this rumor popped up, you know? So this game could still be a while away. My personal opinion, I think if this is true, I think it wouldn't come out until the year 2023. I don't think it would come out in 2022, mostly because I don't think it could reasonably get announced until February the earliest. Because I don't think they'd announce it outside of a direct. Like Paper Mario the Origami King, they announced on their Twitter. I don't think they could do that with Mario Odyssey 2. I think that's definitely a direct ender. You know, oh, one more announcement. A new 3D Mario game and a sequel to Odyssey 2 is coming. And yeah, I think that could personally be, you know, announced in early 2022 and then released in 2023. I know a lot of people are saying like that 2022 is looking like the sequel to 2017 with Breath of the Wild 2, Splatoon 3, Mario and Rabbids 2, all this stuff. But I think people are taking that a little too literally and are saying there's going to be a new Mario Kart and a new Mario Odyssey next year. That is not necessarily the case, so let's keep our expectations in check. If this gets announced, like I said, I personally expect it for 2023. So that's all I've got to say. But before I go, I'm actually getting my buddy Chris to do a little bit of a recording here for you guys. So here's what Chris thinks of Mario Odyssey 2.
Hey everyone, I don't really know what Zach has said in this video, but I probably agree with him. But something I think would be really cool with regards to Mario Odyssey 2 is that people are already sort of speculating that 2021 might be the next like 2017 for the Nintendo Switch. Just a super strong year, almost like month after month, great games coming. Now that's been the case for you know, all the Switch's years of its lifetime so far, but 2021 could really be the first year that matches 2017. We've got a new big tentpole 3D Zelda, Splatoon, and a bunch of other awesome stuff on the way, and what better thing to include in that year than a new 3D Mario, like a Super Mario Odyssey 2. Now something we got in 2017 was that awesome January presentation where they officially announced Super Mario Odyssey, I think, and also gave us our final trailer for Breath of the Wild along with the release date of March, which I don't think we had at the time. We might have, so don't quote me on that. But what if we got, they wouldn't do another presentation like that, because that was, you know, that was on stage in front of like shareholders, investors, whatever. But what if we got a direct around this same time of the year, just like we did this year, like in January or February, that has those, that sort of mirrors those announcements. So we get, you know, our next and final trailer for Breath of the Wild sequel with like a really imminent release date, like in March. And then we also get the announcement of a new 3D Mario coming later that year. That would be exactly like 2017, and that would make this year very much in line with that one, like a lot of people are speculating that it can be. Now, the Breath of the Wild aspect of that, I don't think we're getting Breath of the Wild that soon, but the Breath of the Wild sequel, I mean. But Odyssey, Yoshi's gone, but Odyssey could happen this year. I could see that being something that's announced like in the February Direct, like for the holidays, like around October, like when the first game was released. So that was very long-winded. Hopefully it made sense. But Zach, thank you for having me on this video. Hopefully people care. But if not, then I'm gonna get out of here and Zach, let you keep doing your thing. So goodbye.
So there you guys have it. What do you guys think? I know this is a relatively interesting video because, like I said, I don't really cover rumors and leaks that much, but I felt like this one was a little bit too, like, interesting to not cover. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below, and I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff down below. Hit that little notification bell so you're notified of when I upload videos, and definitely check out the merch store. There's some cool ZakPak merch up on there for you to check out. So, yeah, until next time, guys, I'll see you all in the next video.